Sometimes it's easier to thank God than others. And in this instance, it's easy for me to say thank God because I wasn't completely sure as to how to close this chapter out until just a few minutes ago. So let's call Jeremiah chapter 32 by in this chapter, where the first 5 verses give us some time marks, where it says, in the 10th year of King Zedekiah, which was the 18th year of King Nebuchadnezzar, when Jerusalem was being sieged and Jeremiah was imprisoned for the things that he was saying with regard to surrender in a time when they were trying to encourage themselves for war. The king is going to ask Jeremiah why he's saying the kinds of things that have the potential to hurt morale. However, verses 6 through 15 are going to show Jeremiah getting a word from the Lord to go and buy a field. Thus the title, a field that he will buy with witnesses, handing over the deed for safekeeping, at which point he will get a thus says the Lord, which will say, houses, fields, and vineyards will again be bought here. Verses 16 through 25 going on to show Jeremiah saying, God, you are just, repaying each according to their deeds. You brought Israel out of captivity and gave them this land. However, they rebelled. As you have fulfilled prophecies up to this day, it seems that the city is to be taken, but you say, buy. Verses 26 through 35 going on to show the word of the Lord, saying, they have indeed provoked me, therefore I will remove them. They have turned their backs on me and lingered or persisted in their abominations. Verses 36 through 44 going on to say, but I will bring them back. Once again, they will be my people and I will be their God. I will give them a single heart as I will make an everlasting covenant with them. The chapter closing out by saying, therefore, fields shall be bought here again and the land will be restored. An admittedly super thin summary of 44 verses that reminded me once again of the little bits and pieces I know about investment. God, once again, flexing wisdom that we can relate to even to this day, understanding the way that wise investors trade a down market, as I have heard it. That's my sad attempt at putting words to the wisdom of seeing beyond the moment, understanding that wisdom allows us to see 1 or 2 steps ahead. God's wisdom allows us to plan many steps even beyond that. Understanding that right now, things are looking bad to people who had once functioned in the mindset of prosperity, not believing it would ever come to an end. They are now confronted with the potential that they could lose this war. But beyond the immediate reality that they are going to lose the war, he is trying to help them see even beyond the war, even beyond the captivity, to the long-range future that God has planned for them, helping us to understand that in investment, we are blessed if we can see that far in the future, to understand how not to be shaken by events 2 and 3 steps into the future, to hopefully be able to plan even further out than that. But it's impossible even for even the best investors to see as far as the Almighty. And so one of the things he is helping us to understand as an added benefit to accepting his counsel is being able to make moves, effective moves that go beyond what anyone else can actually see. Moves that beyond acquiring money and land have to do with the restoration of a whole host of things that we have lost and quite honestly might have lost hope in ever recovering.